And welcome back, everybody. I'm kind of excited for tonight's stream or video. We are exploring the wide world of Crane. It's taken me a while to put this video together. I've tried to build this deck, I don't know, 100 different times to get it viable and to compete with upper level Shen decks, which tend to give it a problem. And I mean, Shen might be the most powerful build right now currently in the game, but I think I've got a pretty good build that works really well. Most decks, as you know, we've talked about, go into either control or aggro. Crane doesn't really fit into that, or at least not that I've been able to fit effectively. So he's actually kind of carved out a new niche, kind of like my scroll control trademark. He is kind of a burst awareness. I haven't figured out a cool word for that yet, but basically you're going to play a Crane, and you're going to have cards that buff or debuff. That's his strength. So you're going to have to be in the battle mentally. It's definitely not a beginner deck because you have to react and counterattack or be aggressive and kind of feel the flow of battle a little bit. A little more complicated deck to do. Take a look at the deck I put together. I always do that. I always go to compete. Take a look at it. I've called it awareness. I don't know why, I just did. What I've done is I put a lot of direct damage or direct manipulation cards to the opponent's warrior to push through my attack. Potbelly Bully deals 1 damage. Wind of Foolishness. Black out an enemy warrior with 5 cost or less. Very good because it will really mess with some nasty cards from Shen. Bunny Bowman, of course, is a deck for me. It's going to have Bunny Bowman. I really love this card. Encouraging Words gives a warrior +3 draw card. I like that for some quick defense. Fast Foul, if I hit the right card. Fast Foul is a pushback for late game or early game board presence. Put It Back, a really cool card for late game. They're attacking with a big minion. Basically, they lose their turn. It pushes an extra damage for you. Radish Romper deals 2 damage. Shield Smash deals 4 damage. Sous Chef. This one's really cool because it blacks a warrior out. So they have really nasty text that's messing with you. You can go ahead and knock it out and run them over. This is a great card for Crane. Tempest deals 3 damage to all enemy characters. If you're going against the Tigress, this deck will save you 9 times out of 10. Butterfingers, just love this card. Good board presence. Dive Bomb, board clear. Goldtooth, just good board presence. This card is amazing. It stuns a damaged warrior and puts its health to 1. So when you attack it with, say, your hero, you can clear it out of there and take no damage back because the minion is stunned. Early Bird, I like this. Causes a stun, and you can run it right into it and clear that minion out with the same Early Bird. Fan Addict, when he blows up, good against Tigresses. I've kind of teched this deck out. When I say teched the deck, that means I've put cards specifically in there to counter other popular styles, like Shen and Tigress. This would be a card to deal with Tigress, much like Tempest. Smasher, direct damage. Take Flight, this is kind of the finisher of the deck. You put this on a minion late game, fly over their defenses against, say, Mantis or Poe or Shen. Zay Spies is a great card that will sit there and just pick away at them. Kung Fu Kid, this card is a sleeper card. This card has won me many games against legendary Shen players. You put equipment on it, it deals 6 damage. It's been the difference between life and death for me many times. A Master Flying Rhino, I just put it in every deck. Trample Horn is also in every deck of mine too. And finally, this card. This card is really underrated. This card is a 3/5 card. It costs 5, so it's like, well, that's Goldtooth is 3/5, and it's only 3. Yeah, but this one, when it goes away, it summons another new minion to the board, so you get 2 for 1 for 5. And sometimes the minion you get on the summon is much better than that card. So it is very, very strong. So let's take it out for a spin and see what we can do. And I have won the last 3 against level 2 and higher Shen decks. So it's been working really well. So let's take it out for a spin in this video and see what we can do. Please remember, while we wait for an opponent, please go to my YouTube channel, Shifu of the Cards. Like and subscribe. Really appreciate all the positive and awesome feedback I've gotten from you guys and gals. I hope this has helped you. Some people have written me some really great letters saying how much this has helped their deck building, and that means the world to me that I'm reaching out and helping people build some quality decks. I'm also on Twitter at Shifu of the Cards. You can reach me there as well. And if you have any ideas on what you want to see, do you want to see an equipment Shen? Do you want to see a control Tigress? Do you want to see aggro Mantis? Let me know, and I'll put it together, and we'll work through it. I'll do a video on constructing it and playing it. So, something maybe to be excited about. And we are not finding an opponent. Let's try again. This is live TV, as they say. You never know what's going to happen. But this deck is very tech against Tigress and Shen. And I have lost one to a rather low-level Poe player that just steamrolled me. Honestly, it was like a freight train going downhill, and I was just a soft cushion. So it's done good against the elite decks, and then a new deck just came out and made me feel bad about myself. I'm gonna be honest with you. So we're gonna go out here and hopefully get an opponent. And right now, I feel like everybody's watching and trying to learn. But now's the time to stop watching my videos just this time and get on and play against me so we can all learn a little something. By the way, if you haven't caught my Twitch stream, I'm streaming on Twitch now. You need to search Shifu of the Cards on Twitch, subscribe to my channel, and whenever I'm on, you can just come and join the fun. We had a lot of great fun tonight. Had good fun every night we've been streaming. So join the party, man. We've had some good time cooking with Shifu. So, you know, come see us. So just visualize how the deck would work if we were playing somebody. You might have to, because no one's on. And this is not good for our little 15-minute stream. Try one more time to find an opponent. And then we might have to not publish this stream. And too much dead space. We're going to not find.
So what kind of deck do you think green is?
It's a good question. My beautiful fiance asked some questions to kind of keep the stream going while we search for an opponent. Like I said before, the Crane deck is really tough to pigeonhole into one archetype because it could be a control more than aggro, definitely, of the two. It's a good question. But it's not enough control for my taste. So I've made a kind of hybrid deck, kind of like Shen's Scroll Control, trademark, and made it into like a counterattack aggressive, and actually see you online. So this is going to be very cool. We are going to play my fiance. Her name is Katie. You can't see in the game, live TV. And we are going to try my Crane deck against whatever deck she picks here. And it says you're in game. And so, technical difficulties. And, I don't know if this might actually make it into our stream, but if it does, thank y'all for staying with me. I promise you're going to see some great action here in a second if you stayed with me to this point. Alright, here we go. So, I am, of course, going to play this deck I've been talking about, and y'all have been patiently waiting for. So, let's see what Katie picked. So we are not going to publish this because I have picked my deck and she has waiting for me. The lag is tremendous right now. And let's try this one more time. This will not go down as smooth as the now famous. By the way, I'd like to thank everybody. My Mantis tutorial is like shooting to the top of the charts with views. Here we go. So if you stayed this long, and if anybody's awake left, it's crane versus crane. So this will be interesting. All right. So the cards I have are all scrolls, which isn't necessarily a good thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of them. The scrolls are good, but you want some creatures. Not a great draw, but there's Old Faithful. He brings a smile on my face every time I see him. And Katie, not even knowing what I have, can tell exactly what card that is by my reaction. There's just an air of electricity in the house when I get this card in my hand. You hear?
It's on your left foot.
Yeah, yeah, she'll know what it is when we play it next time. Okay, we're just gonna keep that to ourselves. Here we go. So once again, she has called down the thunder and the wrath of the bunny boner.
It is Lady Shifu.
Lady Shifu is what we are going to call my beautiful fiance, and Lady Shifu has just been smote by the bunny. So we're gonna hit, and we're gonna sit there and we look at our hand, and it's not too terribly exciting. So we are going to hopefully survive this one. She is looking at Kung Fu Bunny as if she has never seen it before. She's plotting her revenge against this card, and we will see what we can do. We might change the stream name to Husband vs. Wife. So we'll see what happens here. Now, once again, I'm very surprised by this. For those of you that were in my stream last night, for some reason people are so threatened by that bunny that they will drop whatever damaging spell they have to destroy it. And it's just a 1/3 bunny. That's why I love that card so much. So we're going to go for board presence here.
I did it because it was personal.
We're going to go ahead and attack. My fiance is not only beautiful, very intelligent, very funny. So you probably hear some of her comments. I don't know if you better hear them. But she said I was the greatest player she's ever seen. So if you can't hear, that's what she said. Well, yeah. So we went ahead and got some board presence with the 3/1 Rooster. And we'll wait to see what she does to respond. By the way, Katie has come a long way. She is a very, very good player now. And if you play her on stream, I know it says rank 19. That's simply because she just doesn't play a lot. That was a good play on her part, taking out the 3/1, because it keeps her 2/2 as the lone board presence. Now I have a couple cards I could play here, and I'll tell you why I'm going to play the card I play. Because this is interesting, because I've really never gone against another crane. There are not very many crane players out there. I'm pulling back in defense, and I'm going to attack. That's just my natural inclination to play as a control type playstyle. It looks like this is a very basic crane deck we're going against. It might be the starter crane deck. A lot of cards. I really expected her to play her Tigress deck, which is a phenomenal deck. But I'm kind of glad for the reprieve, because that is a nasty deck. So, not as fast-paced action as I would have hoped for. 2 crane decks are not going to be like fireworks show, but it'll give me a chance to play this Vulture I told you about, a really nice card. Clean up her Crocodile, keep this Vulture in play. And like I said, the cool thing about this Vulture, we're going to see here in a second, is that when it goes away, likely the card it summons will be stronger than this one. As a matter of fact, I've seen it to where when it goes away, it summons a copy of itself. It's coming to Zay Spies, the really good legendary. It's just a really nasty card, and it gives you a constant board presence. That card is a problem. That 5/6 pig is in my nightmares. That card is just a big card to deal with. We'll see what she does here. If she goes in more an aggressive lean, or if she goes defensive. Now that was a pretty good call. Pulling back some defense. Now here's some of the thing I really love about this deck. I told you it's like controlled burst and reading the battlefield situation. You see that I could, I'm going to do this. This is controlled burst. I'm going to put it on this card, and I'm going to fly over her attacker, and still gives me a 6/2 minion on the board. Then I'm going to play this card, make it beefier, make it have taunt, and end my turn. This Crane deck, as you see, has a lot of debuffs to affect the enemy and buffs to really give you some nasty combinations of cards, all about reading the situation. It's a fascinating deck to play, and it is definitely not for beginners. You need to kind of put a lot of build into it. It's taken me really 2 days worth of building to get, wow. And I say that in a beautiful play right there. Now what she should do, and I know she does it to me, is take her hero and hit that card. And I'll show you why. That's a 6/1, but because it's stunned, when she takes her hero and hits it directly, she will take no damage from it. Just like that. That tremendous threat has been neutralized by one of the best cards in that deck. Now here's what I told you. So right there, that 3/5, remember it was a 3/5, and I said that likely the card that replaces it is going to be better. A 5/5 replaces it. So you got, for 5 mana, a 3/5 and a 5/5. That's very good value. Katie did a good job. I think she attacked me. I was gabbering on. What should I do here? We talk about buffs, debuffs. Here is the debuff. Gets rid of it. And we are going to press our advantage. We are going to play, go here. We are going to push damage. Did you see some of that synergy there with the buffs and debuffs? And look at that Vulture card. 5 cost, 3/5, which turned into, and she killed it, a 5/5. That's just really good. It's really strong. And that was a beautiful play by Katie right there. Another good card for the Crane. I'm actually glad she picked this. You see all the, that she didn't really need to play that card because she had already done that on the previous card. But you see the strength right there, neutralizing the attacks. Now, of course, it's over, but that's still a good play. So we're going to go ahead.
Oh, I thought it was for the next turn.
Oh, okay. Now, we won that one. And if she doesn't mind playing her Tigress deck.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to play a very good Tigress deck.
Crane against Tigers.
Crane against Tigers. And I appreciate all y'all that stood with this stream. You show the technical difficulties of it. We're not going to edit any of that down. I really feel it gives us a sense of reality. I don't edit. If I lose, I lose. It's the way it is. So we're going to challenge my beautiful...
Oh, I unlocked some unique cards. That's cool. It's a black card, Tangle Horns.
Yes, it's a very nice... She unlocked a Crane-specific card. I don't particularly like that card. I don't have it in my deck, but that doesn't mean anything, guys. And listen, guys and gals, just because I don't have a card in my deck doesn't mean it's not good. It just means I'm not smart enough to figure out how best to use it. What I'd like you to do, is if there's a card in here on any of the decks that I've built, I've been in great conversation with another Mantis champion, and we've just been talking about Mantis. I invite you to tell me a card that I may be overlooking, to open up dialogue about it and grow this game. So I'm going to play Awareness against a very awesome Tigress player. I'm very excited about this matchup for you guys to watch. This will be, honestly, I don't know who's going to win. So stay tuned. I'm glad this happened. Thank you, Katie, for playing this deck, showcasing your talent. And I'm trying to get her to... now this is one of the cards I told you I teched in for Tigress. Hopefully we'll see the devastating impact against the Tigers player here in this game. When I build a deck, I think a lot about the decks I've gone against. What do I need? How can I build a great deck in this game? And there he is. I literally play him. I literally have him every game. It's crazy, and it's just like there's a bond. There's a bond, and Katie is smiling. To my right, you can't see her, but she knows. She's like, oh, lock this card again. She does know. See? She does know. Ooh, that is some sugary drink. So Katie obviously does not have a good hand. Unfortunately, Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Not anything that I should be drinking. So I'm going to go ahead and go board presence here. I'm going to attack with this rabbit. A lot of new players will have, if they're looking to build a deck like mine, they don't have Butterfingers. It's only a common card, but a good replacement would be the Careless Crocodile 2/6 card. You lose 1 damage, but it's still the health total you're looking for. Nothing can replace the next card I feel like I'm about to play. I'm definitely going to play this next turn. Because this is, I think this card, the Bunny Bowman, is the perfect answer to Cold Tooth. Because Cold Tooth will attack, which will make him a 3/3. And the perfect answer for that is 3 damage from Bunny Bowman. Of course. See, we've played a lot. And this is always what she expects, as she should, because it's just a great card. And it sets him up for defense. He's 3 defense. And you see there, we have, I'm going to do this, because I'm going to make my Bunny Bowman even stronger. And draw a card off of it. And push the damage. Now I want to tell y'all something. This is an exceptional Tigress deck. So right now, we're in control. But there's an explosive quality to this deck. And it looks like she didn't have a good draw. Do you have a good draw, Ben?
Well, I have a bunch of big players.
Okay, so she
Big
had
cards,
a
so,
slow draw.
Yeah.
And there's that Careless Crocodile I talked about. Look at that play. Very smart play. Puts 5 damage on trying to get through my Bunny Bowman. It turns out me adding the 3 health was the correct play because it stopped that turn from hitting me. So once again, the Bunny Bowman, the hero, holds off the attack. And here we go. Now I can go with a burst play here, a good counterattack. But it will leave me with less of a board presence. I could play Old Reliable. A couple different things I can do here. I'm going to go for a big...
You're going to do Old Reliable.
I'm going to do actually, I'm going to do a big attack here.
Really?
I'm going to show the burst and the power.
Let's go.
Right? I'm going to show the burst and power of this Crane deck. Because if y'all played this game before, you know how strong and how fast Tigress is. And if you're looking at this is turn 5. And look at her health pool. The Crane can be explosive. It's awareness. It's situate. Look at that play. This is what I love about this. I get excited. I know. I love this about the Tigress deck. Look at that play. She's going to come at me with 5, 8, 10, 12 damage. She was not at all worried about my attack because she knew that she had a play coming up. And just like that, a huge advantage I had. It's 11 to 11. Now, unfortunately, I still have 6 minion on the board. And I think I will win here, yes. She went very offensive, and this time it cost her. But a really good game and a really good matchup between two. The awareness of this Crane deck to go offensive to match the aggression of the Tigers. It can go defensive to match the mid-range to match the mid-range of Chen. It can go anti-control with leap to match control. If you play this Crane deck right, it could be one of the best decks. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Katie, my beautiful wife, for helping me out tonight. Please subscribe to Shifu of the Cards, my YouTube channel, my Twitter, and my Twitch stream. Shifu of the Cards. I look forward to helping y'all grow some great decks. Thank you very much.